football season, everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we're going to see, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a squad that's looking to put on a show. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, now we'll get our first look at this offense here today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Uses the stiff arm and gets past the mark before being taken down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Pass complete. It's second down now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
First and 10 now for the offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Throws it to the right. He pulls it in for a big gain. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
That's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kurt.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. You better get your popcorn ready.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Robinson. Fires it to the wideout, and he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free in midfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here comes a handoff. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, remember the offensive coordinator, he seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why. Controlling the line of scrimmage, allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can run the football like that, get ready for the play action and deep shots downfield.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
And what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. Field goal try, no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. Their way on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. It's a quick grab. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Toss play. Back heads to his right. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Running back with the football. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Team now on to kick it away. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And they'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw. It's Robinson. Locates the tight end. Is complete. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Takes the toss, heads to his right. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. They got a nice game.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Garbers. Tackled, but 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the 1st half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
was an important third down play. The coach does not want to send the field goal kicker out there after what happened last time. To the air, it's Robinson. And he's got his man open downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. And they'll use the ground game here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
A really good decision here by this quarterback just to get rid of that football, but I'm sure they're hoping for a few extra yards here to make this field goal attempt a little bit easier.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was 0 in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up to 31.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback still with the football. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
To throw, it's Robinson. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He stopped, but he gets a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Using his legs, it's Smith. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass complete on a crosser. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
They get just enough for the 1st down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. Single back takes the handoff. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe hold them to 3 points.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Back to throw. It's Robinson. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So now on comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through. The kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact. Pass interference. Defense.
Playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this. For a 1st down. The offense still rolling. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback.
And the back now goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
He hands it off from the gun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick throw to his receiver. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. There's a flag in the field. If it's on the defense, would not be enough for first down yardage. The kicker's got to be protected in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score.
And this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff. It's Smith. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Okay, it's third down after that run. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The short completion of the tight end. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the first tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Dropping back. It's Robinson. Nice throw. Caught for a completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Back to throw again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete in the very back of the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So second down after the incompletion. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
1st and goal for the offense. Back to pass. It's Robinson. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Three red zone trips produce just 2 field goals. They're hungry to punch it in here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good. It's still down a point, 14-13. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here in 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. physical tackle there, big versus big.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking to pass. It's Robinson. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The punt team making their way on the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Gets the running back in the flat. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, close to coming up with a big play. I love this call here to start this second half because I think it not only do you come close to hitting a big play, but I think it also pushes those safeties back. It can open up the running game.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run it here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down. Second down and goal. I'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Chris, we're in the 4th quarter. You're in the red zone, looking to maybe put this game away, and you turn it over. You've given this opponent some life.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Can he make it to the marker? Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner will be brought down. Three guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
The shotgun running play call. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Bites off a defender. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The shotgun handoff here. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. And it's a bunch formation. Tailback with another carry. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They call the counter run here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. A handoff from the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
The offense knocking on the door here with a first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. After this long drive, you hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles. But the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched for his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Second down after that previous play. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Play action fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab, and he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris, and this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Puts into space at the 50. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Robinson. Close to the tight end. He fires this throw. It is intercepted. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looks to the left, pass caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Because it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Here's the second down play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. He'll set the offense up at the 31.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. the shotgun. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking downfield. It's Robinson. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football. But throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. He feels the punt. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. 1st down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. And he'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his 1st down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Robinson. Close to the tight end. He's got his man in the open field. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, this is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw it on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Now the first snap in the red zone on this drive. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Good enough for first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Gotta give credit to the defense and the run fits on that drive.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. To the air. It's Robinson. Can't find anybody on third down. Throws it away. And now fourth down coming up.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. Points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Offense trots that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides to set up at 3rd and 4. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Send the back in motion. Pressure is coming. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Quick, questionable call there, Doug. 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Robinson. Short throw complete to the tight end. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. And a timeout is called to talk some strategy on this very important drive. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And it's caught. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. Clock is stopped.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get 1st downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Looking to chuck it again. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught near the sideline. It's Smith. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And they cut into this lead now on 4th and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary.
Man, it's a lot of fun to watch this quarterback and this wide receiver play. Game's on the line, national championship, you got to deliver. Great route and a great throw to give them the lead. Now, with under 2 minutes to go, you got to go for 2 here to give yourself potentially that 3-point lead here in the national championship late in the game.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a 2-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Dropping back, it's Robinson. And it's incomplete. The try fails. Instead of going up by 3, still a 1-point game here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Allen. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And looking to throw now on first down. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Third down, out of the shotgun. And he's got it. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. Here we go, a chance to take the lead in the final seconds. And it's good from 56 yards.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after the field goal puts them in front, they get ready to kick off here, just needing to avoid a big kick return. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Dropping back, it's Robinson. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions.